What's up guys, it's Chellers and welcome back to another episode of NHL 19 Franchise Mode. Today in this episode what we'll be doing is going through the playoffs with the Vancouver Canucks, and depending on how long the video is, we will be going up to the draft day and seeing the lottery picks and what we will be drafting, because I believe, no, we don't have our first round pick anymore, right? We traded it, right? Let me just check. No, we don't have our first round pick. We'll still go up to the lottery to see who has the first overall pick. Just like that. So yeah, this round we're against the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is year 3. So, how many years is it that they're on a drought to the playoffs? I think they made it in 2015, or did they make it in 2014? I'll figure out in the next episode how long their drought was, but with us it was a 2-year drought, and the third year we finally made the playoffs in a breakthrough, 39-34-9, which is a pretty mediocre record, which is definitely not a playoff record, but our division was really weak, so we can make it. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna look at their lines. So let's go here, view lines. Anaheim, Vegas. Okay, here we go. So they have Max Pacioretty at an 87 overall, William Karlsson 87, and Marchessault at 88. Marshall we're not sure about. He's 80. That's 3 bars, but we do know he's a first line forward. Second line they have Cody Glass 83, Riley Smith 85, and Alex Tuch 84. So that's a pretty solid top 6. I think we have a better top 6, but yeah, it's still a really good one. Let's just see how they did. So Pacioretty. 17 games, what? No, okay, there you go. So through 82 games, you got 31 goals. That's pretty solid for Pacioretty. William Karlsson, 82 games, 57 points. That's pretty not that good. And Marchessault, 62 points in 82 games. So their offense looks like it's more spread out, I'm guessing. 39 points, 45 points. And 43 points. So it's actually a bit below average, I have to say, with our top 6. However, they do have Jack Hughes as their third line center, 83 overall. That is really good. Vladimir Sobotka and Jonas Rondberg. I don't know how to say his name. Fourth line, William Carrier, Paul Stastny. Interesting choice, but he's 35 years old. Third line scorer. And Alexander Volkov. On defense, they have Brendan Dillon, who's 3 bars. We don't know what he is for sure. Sami Niku, I believe he was a Winnipeg pick, right? Yeah, Winnipeg Jets. 84 overall. Shea Theodore, 86 overall. I'm surprised why he's not on the first pairing. John Merrill, second pairing, 81 overall. Luke Shen, 78, and Zach Whitecloud, 78. And then in goal, I still have DeFlower, yep. Oh, and Henrik Lundqvist. So Fleury and Lundqvist, 85 and 87. That's an interesting goalie tandem, I guess. I mean, who had more starts for them? 66, 48. So I guess they traded for Lundqvist probably. That is a very odd pick. Anyone scratched? Girardi. Malcolm Subban is a scratch. He's 84 overall. That is weird. I don't know why they would trade for Lundqvist. And Braden Coburn. We don't know what he is exactly. So overall, they have a pretty solid team. I mean, the top 6, I think it belongs to us. Can we look at it from... No, we can't look at our team. So, the top 6 belongs to us. I think the bottom 6, I think it's more even. Because we do have Berchi on that third line now, who's an 83 overall, as well as Jack Hughes. So, I'd say it's even. Maybe because they have Stastny as a center on the fourth line, I might give it to them. On defense, however, they have an 86 and 84. We have an 80... I don't remember what Werenski is, but I think it's an 89 and an 86 on the top 2. So that's better for us than... Theodore. Let's say Theodore's on the first pairing. They have an 81-81. We have Quinn Hughes in 84. I think we have the better defensive pairing as well, all-around defense. So, yeah, this looks like it'll be a pretty good game. I mean, I'm not expecting us to go far in the playoffs. Let's just look at our defense. Because I don't think I ever saw Werenski's actual stats. Oh, it's true. We didn't get to Werenski. Sorry, we got Shabbat. I don't know why I was thinking Werenski. Yeah, we have Shabbat who's 89 overall. Jeez, sorry, that was a major brain fart. But yeah, our defense is way better than them, I say, just because of Shabbat. I mean, like, Colin Foote is the same as Quinn Hughes. Colin Foote's the same as Shea Theodore. Jeez, I'm really slurring my words now. Quinn Hughes is the same as Sami Niku. And I mean, the rest is pretty even with Strawman, Pouliot, and Juolevi. But then we have Shabbat, who's an 89 overall. So looking at the top 6 again, we have an 88, a 90, and an 89, which is better than them. So we have a better top 6 for sure. But yeah, because they have stats in the forward line, I'd say they have a better bottom 6. And goalie, we have the higher overall goalie, but I mean, Fleury and Lundqvist are very good in the game. I think they're really good simulators as well. Alright, so before I do this, I got a comment saying to look at the captains and jerseys. I don't remember if I changed the captains. I believe it's supposed to be Bo Horvat the captain, right? Yeah, alright. So I think I did change this because it's Horvat, Berchi, and Besser. So I'm not exactly sure if I did change it. But yeah, Berchi, I don't think he wants to re-sign with us. We'll check the contracts after this. So potentially Patterson might be the next alternate, or I don't see one of our defense making it because it just don't have enough game time with us, I guess. Maybe Ben Hutton, but I mean, I'd rather have Patterson as an alternate. So let's look at our contracts now and see the contract situation. We do have to re-sign some players next year. And we have $18 million in cap space right now. So Brady Tkachuk doesn't want an extension, and he's a UFA. What? That doesn't make any sense. Could that be why Ottawa wanted to trade him away because he didn't want to resign? I might have to figure something out in the next episode because this is a bit glitchy. I didn't expect this to happen because I had to. Oops, I'm sorry about that, guys. I didn't expect Tkachuk to be, because I made him, so I thought he would be an RFA right after, but I guess he doesn't. He's not, so he's a UFA. I might have to overpay for him if he doesn't want to resign, or wait in free agency and then sign him, which I know is unrealistic, but also Tkachuk being a UFA doesn't make any sense, so I might have to break a bit of realism right there. Quinn Hughes is also a UFA, 21 years old. He does want to resign, so that at least is a bit easier for us. Berchi does not want to resign. Alright, so that makes sense. He's 28 years old. You know, we just made the playoffs, so I don't think he sees a future in us. I don't know how. Pouliot, Hutton, Juolevi want to resign. I think that's it. Sutter doesn't want to resign. That's good. It's $4 million off our contract. Let's go by here. Is that it? Yeah, that's everyone here. Virtanen wants to resign. That's good. Goalies. We still have Demko locked up, as well as Kumber for another year. So don't worry about goalies. And we'll settle that right now. Alright, so let's finally get into the playoffs. So we are against the Vegas Golden Knights. Actually, wait, before we do that, let's look at the playoff tree, because I did not look at that in the last episode. So in the playoff tree, we have St. Louis versus Dallas in the West, Colorado and Nashville, 2018 rematch. Vegas versus Vancouver, and LA versus Winnipeg. Alright, so some pretty good games there. On the East, we have Carolina versus Washington, Tampa versus Pittsburgh, Boston versus Florida, and Montreal versus Toronto. That's a very good Eastern semifinals at the bottom, because Montreal versus Toronto is a very good matchup, and if Boston advances, you have either Montreal-Boston or and Boston-Toronto, which is two really good matchups, especially Boston-Toronto, because you know, just eliminated them in 2018. In 2015, there was that whole debacle, that disaster with Toronto. And Boston-Montreal, just a classic rivalry that they have. So, that'd be really good to see. But anyway, so what am I expecting from this playoffs? I mean, if we go far, it's great, but I'm not expecting us to go far. I mean, I'm expecting us to lose in the first round, honestly. So, let's just jump into it. So, simulate up to this day. Game 1, we are in Vegas. We're traveling down to Nevada. And let's see. Alright. So first period. 0-0. Alright. The shots, they're outshooting us 11-7. Second period. Alright, still 0-0. We're outshooting them 25-20 now. Let's do some real-time simulation. Power play for Vancouver. We don't score. And Vegas scores. Alex Volkov, I believe was that his name. Alexander Volkov. So it's 1-0 for Vegas. Come on, can we get a goal back? We are on a penalty kill now. Come on. 9 minutes left. We're going to get shot in our first game in the playoffs. That is not a good sign. 3 minutes, 3, 2, 140, 46 seconds. And we actually just get shut out. 35 saves. Is that, Who was the goalie? Was it Fleury? No, it was Lundqvist. Alright, so Lundqvist is the starting goalie. Demko played fantastic as well. But I mean, our offense wasn't there, so it's alright. It's only one game. We're only down 1-0. And we could score some goals in the next game. So, game 2, we are still in Vegas. We're still south of the border. Alright, AHL and NHL, yep, it doesn't matter. Alright, so first period. Alright, there you go. Brock Besser gets on the board for us. So Brock Besser is the first player in my 10 years at GM to score in the playoffs. That's really good to see. Second period, we score again. Adam Gaudette, the Hobie Baker winner of 2018, I believe, right? So we're up 2-0 in the third period. Power play 5-on-3. Can we score on this? No, we can't, but 14 minutes left. That's really good. Penalty kill, let's kill the soft boys. Come on. And they score Jack Hughes, the first overall pick. With 9 minutes left. Come on. And they tied up Jonathan Marshall. So we just crapped everywhere. 5-on-4. We don't score on the power play. Oh my god. We just choked a 2-0 lead. Thatcher Demko, man. Come on. And they scored again. Cody Glass. Are you kidding me? And Shea with the empty netter. So we just had a huge meltdown. What the hell? How do we allow 4 goals in one period? Let's go to 3 stars. So Henrik Lundqvist again coming up big with 32 saves. So he's back-to-back first star. Pacioretty with 2 assists and Cody Glass with 1 goal. That is terrible, man. Come on. We're up 2-0. I'm expecting us to win that game. We're up by 2. We have to win that. Alright, whatever. I don't want to get swept, man. Come on. We're traveling north of the border. We're back home in Vancouver. Let's see if we can win this game, because this is huge. We need to win at least one game. Show a bit of promise to our fans. First period. Alright, we score. Bo Horvat, the captain, puts the team on his back. Second period. They score. Max Pacioretty finally gets on the board. We don't want to see that, man. Come on. Power play. Can we score on the power play? No, we can't. Power play again. Come on. We have to score. Okay, so we have to change the power play for the next game. Penalty kill. It's a 5-minute major. Jesus Christ. And they score. William Karlsson. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, we're down by 1 again. We're up 1-0. We choked another lead. Oh, but we tied up. Bo Horvat, the captain, gets his second goal of the night. And we're going to overtime. Okay, so Bo Horvat made the game interesting and gave the fans a bit of life. Try not to go down 3-0, boys. Come on. Power play. We gotta score. Okay, you know what? We're just doing terrible on the power play, man. Come on. 12 minutes left. Another power play. Can we convert? We still can't convert. Penalty kill. And they don't score. Alright, it's okay. Come on. We have 40 shots. They're 36. Oh my god. It's a shooting festival right now. Both goalies are standing on their heads with 50 seconds. Double overtime. Alright, come on. And Vegas scores. Max Pacioretty. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a short episode, man. I could feel it. Henrik Lundqvist again, 953 save percentage. Jesus Christ, he's back-to-back first stars. And we're definitely going to change up the lineups now because this is not making any sense. Our power play is doing nothing. Okay, come on. Alright, I'm going to change up the first line. I'm going to put Besser and Horvat together. I think that may be the right thing to do. Put Tkachuk, Pettersson, and Blanchard. Give a bit of life on that second line. I might move Blanchard to the third line even. So I have a bit more balance. Yeah, alright, so on defense, we'll stay it is. Our defense is good. Demko, man, he's playing solid, but he's allowing those late goals, and that's just terrible. Okay, and power play. We can't forget about the power play. It was not doing anything. So Quinn Hughes, what is his power play? 90 offensive awareness, 98 passing. Shabbat. Okay, we have to do something. Let's put Blanchard on the first power play. Yeah, he has 97 passing. We need to keep that together, right? Besser, Pettersson. We'll put Rogers here. We'll take out Horvat. We'll put him on defense for Shabbat. We'll take out Callan Foot, Pouliot, Shabbat, Rogers, Tkachuk, and we'll put Berchi. Left-handed. Alright, whatever. It's good. Alright, let's try this as our new power play. Hopefully it could work out. Let's get into it, alright? So here we go. We're 0-3. We have to be clutch right now. Our defense has been showing up, but our offense is dissipated. Come on, man. We scored 3 goals in 3 games. First period, alright, 0-0. We still can't score a goal. Alright. Second period, still 0-0. Oh my god, Jesus. 18 minutes. Come on, let's just get 1 win for the fans. 5-on-4. Okay, we kill it off. 12 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Let's just get a goal. Come on, just 1 goal. Get the fans excited. It's a close game. 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're heading to overtime the second time in a row in Vancouver. Can we show it for the fans? Just show up. Come on. Overtime. Here we go. 19 minutes. 18 minutes. Power play for Vegas. Okay, good kill. Come on. We need 1 goal. Just need 1 goal. Come on. And Vegas scores and we get swept. Riley Smith. They already tell me Lundqvist is another first star. Lundqvist got first star every game he's played. Jeez, that's redemptive. It's not even the defense's fault. Where has our offense gone? Our offense just disappeared, and look at that. We are swept from the playoffs. What a disappointing matchup. Honestly, we're expecting it to be high scoring, considering Besser and Tkachuk are 30 goal scorers, but apparently they only decided to score 1 goal each. Sorry, no, just 1 goal in total, right? Let's just look. Player stats. Yeah, Besser with 1 goal, Tkachuk with 1 assist. We got 2 points from our best goal scorers. Horvat had the most goals, 2. That is very sad. Let's just look at, let's look at Vegas. Right under us. Pacioretty, look at that, 5 points. Cody Glass, like, they got some offense on us. But it's because, like, it was just their first line. Look. Actually, no, it was just balanced. But it was just, like, we just couldn't score a goal. We scored what? We got shut out, so we scored 3 goals in 4 games. You scored 0.75 goals a game? That just does not make any sense. Let's go see how Lundqvist did, actually. I want to see his stats, because he was the first star in every single game. Lundqvist, gee, look at that. 973 save percentage, 8-9 goals against average. Are you kidding me? 4-0. 2 shutouts. So Lundqvist is going for the cup this year, I guess. He wants to show that he's not out of it. Okay, so I guess we'll just send him to the deadline. Not the deadline, the draft. So let's send him to draft, I guess. The NHL regular season ended, so I guess we lost out in the playoffs as well. In Utica, I'm not sure. I didn't really see how our record was in Utica. But that was just really disappointing. So let's just simulate. Actually, I want to see our scouts ranking, how they rank the players, because we don't have a first round pick, but I just want to see who the first overall pick is. Here you go. Central scouting ranking. Let's see. So Huxley is expected to be the first overall pick. Defensive defenseman. Plays like Vlasic. He looks pretty solid. Then we have Wennerberg. Yeah, we have this guy we looked at before as well. Plays like Victor Hedman. Barnett, who we didn't scout at all. But he has been killing it. Let's can we scout him? How do we scout? I guess we can't scout. But yeah, he looks like a super, like, he could be a real superstar for them. He could be the real steal of the draft. 5'9", 160, but 51 goals in 67 games. Clefbaum, he is like Patrick Kane. Plus, he was like PK Subban. My thoughts, we can't check. This guy's like Backstrom, Atkinson, McKinnon. Is he like McKinnon? No, he's like Theo Fleury. Oh, so he's like, he's a sniper. I thought he'd be like a power forward. Moran, like Claude Giroux. McFarlane, who's like Marcus Naslin. Oh, damn, this could be a really nice pickup for us also. But he's projected to be 10th overall, so we don't even have a first round pick. I don't even know why I'm looking. Owen Nolan for Solnishkin. Richter. It's really cool seeing these, like, who they are projected to be like they're like legends. I find that really nice to see. Jovanovski, we can check. This guy, do we know? Nope. How about Guit? Theo Fleury. So a lot of guys that are projected to be like Theo Fleury. That's really weird. So let's go at our gem busts. So we have 2 potential gems. We have a low elite center who's projected to be in the 3rd round. We could get him with our 2nd round pick. He's projected to be like no one. And this guy, Sanderson, he's a defensive defenseman. We don't need defensive defensemen anymore. We still have Clow. Let's go look at potential now. I need like late picks. So we have this guy, he's a medium elite. Emelin, he's a goalie. Leitinen, I don't know how to say his name. Musel, another goalie. We don't need goalies right now. Low elite. So we have a low elite grinder. That's really interesting. We could draft this guy just like that. I don't think he'll still be there though. He's a pretty high pick. Costi, Similar style, no one. I guess the only similar styles are to like the top 10, I'd imagine, or the first rounders. But okay, so we don't know what we're getting, so let's just submit up to the draft. Actually, we're going to go to the calendar so we can just see where we're at. Man, that's so disappointing, man. Like, at least I expected us to do something. And LA Pittsburgh in the final. Alright, so let's just simulate a day and see who won the cup. Let's see. So Pittsburgh won the cup. So they won the cup in 16-17. 4 years later, I guess. So they won 3 cups in 6 years or 7 years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 3 cups in 6 years. So they're the Chicago Blackhawks of this simulation since they won the cup. They're 3 cups in 6 years, like Chicago. So they're the closest. They're the best dynasty right now. The most recent dynasty, I mean. But okay, so what do I want to check again? Oh yeah, so now the playoffs is over. Let's check at the player stats and see how everyone did. I'm expecting Crosby, Malkin, and Kessel to do really well. Oops, Horvat. Yeah, imagine Horvat first with 2 goals. Entirely. So yeah, Malkin 26 points, Crosby 26 points, Kessel 24 points. I was exactly right. Doughty with 20 points in 22 games. That's surprising. He's a two-way defender. We got 21 points. That's really good. Pearson with 19 points. Tavares 17 points, 16 games. Damn. Hornqvist with 17 points. Sprong with 15. Yeah, it was pretty all around. Let's see how. So I guess Vegas didn't make it far then. Lundqvist only 9 games. They got eliminated in the second round in 5. That is very surprising. So it looks like Lundqvist doesn't get his cup again. Is he going to retire after this year? I'm not exactly sure. So looks like Matt Murray could potentially win the Conn Smythe. He has 3 shutouts at a 2.01 goals against. Alright, well, let's go find out right now. So I don't think it shows yet. We'll go up to the draft. And we'll go to the draft, look at the awards, and look at the playoff tree, because I don't feel like going back right now. I'll just waste a bit more time, so let's just go to the draft here, the 23rd of June. It should say now the Pittsburgh Penguins won the cup. Yeah, and the Rockford Ice Hogs. So it looks like Utica didn't even make the playoffs. Salary cap went up to $92 million. That's really good. And let's see, here's the draft lottery, right? June 19, yep. I didn't really check who was last place. It was actually Ottawa that was last place, but Columbus won the draft lottery since they had their first round pick. So Ottawa trading away their first round pick to Colorado could screw them up this year, but they're doing really well now. And even in this simulation, they traded their first rounder to Columbus, and they lost. They won the lottery. We won't look at the draft class. We already know what's happening. Retired players. Anyone in our team retire? We can only check right now. Well, we'll do this now. Vancouver. No one. Okay, so no one from Vancouver retired. However, Joe Thornton decided to retire at 41 years old. He was at 81 overall, right? Well, we don't know. He wasn't 81 overall. 1,558 points. That's definitely it's a Hall of Fame. Gabrick retired, 922 points. Justin Williams, Mikko Koivu, Plek decided to retire. Alright, yeah, so those are all the retires. How about goalies? Did Lundqvist finally retire? No, so Lundqvist is still on his journey for the cup. I think Luongo is still there also. The following players have retired and are now a scout. Al Montoya, Dominic Moore, alright. And yeah, the pro scouts calling for the trade block. Okay, so we're at the draft day. This will be the next episode. Obviously, we already did about 24 minutes on this recording. So we're gonna look at the award winners and we'll look at the playoff tree. So let's look at the playoff tree first. So in the West, we have St. Louis sweeping. Oh my God, we almost had a sweep in everything in the West. So St. Louis sweeping Dallas, Colorado sweeping Nashville, Vegas sweeping us, and LA winning versus Winnipeg in 5. So we had a total of 1 win by the team that eliminated in all 4 matchups. Then we have St. Louis beating Colorado in 6. We have LA beating Vegas in 5. LA beating St. Louis in 5. In the East, we have Washington beating Carolina in 5. Pittsburgh beating Tampa in 7. Boston beating Florida in 5, and Toronto beating Montreal in 6. Then we have Pittsburgh and Washington, again, the rematch. Pittsburgh winning in 5, and Toronto beating Boston finally in 6. Pittsburgh sweeping Toronto, so Pittsburgh, I think every time Pittsburgh won the cup, they've beaten Washington. And this is truth in the simulation as well. So Pittsburgh versus LA went to 7 games, and Pittsburgh ended up the victor. So let's look at the awards now. I don't think any of our players got any awards. So Pittsburgh winning the Stanley Cup. President's Trophy went to Toronto. LA winning the Clarence Campbell. And obviously Pittsburgh winning the Prince of Wales. Player awards: Art Ross, Taylor Hall. Hart Memorial, Taylor Hall. So he won 2 Hearts. That's really good for his resume. James Harrison to Rasmus Ristolainen. Shabbat had a chance of winning it, but I guess he didn't. Lady Bing went to David Pasternak for the best sportsmanship. Calder went to Krebs. I don't know who that is. Conn Smythe, went to Matt Murray, I figured. Usually it's the goalie that wins the Conn Smythe in simulations. Vezina went to Bobrovsky. The Jennings went to Pecorine. Masterton went to Zach Bogosian. Frank J. Selke went to Elias Pettersson. So Elias Pettersson's a really good defensive guy. We put him as a playmaker and he won the Frank J. Selke. So that's really interesting. Ted Lindsay went to Taylor Hall, and I'm guessing Maurice Richard went to Alex Ovechkin. That's 4 years in a row now. So Taylor Hall taking home 3 trophies. Pettersson, at least we got 1 piece of hardware for Vancouver. And alright. So anything else you want to check? I don't think so. Trading block. We could look at our progress reports again, I guess. I don't think anyone's gonna grow though. Watch, Quinn Hughes is in 86 now. So he's growing well. He's our defensive core is getting better. His passing is 99. Alright, so he's definitely being our first power play now from now on. Colin Foote's in 86. Any other growths? Demko 88, Blanchard 88. Modifiers. No, everything else is the same. DeLucas is 79. I think he was always a 79. Strawman, okay, yeah. So in the system, Palmu 72. Lin's is 75, so he could make the lineup this next year, depending on how he grows in the offseason. I think that's it. Yeah, that looks about it. So I guess Klo is going to be growing in the offseason, I hope. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. I know we were really disappointed with the result, but subscribe for some more content. And I'll see you guys soon.